You know, with this whole pandemic thing, you know, no one got together live. So we did a lot of Zoom meetings. And I met friends from around the world, United States also. I made a friend down in Hawaii. It was really cool. But he says, you know, like he's been born in Hawaii, grew up in Hawaii. You know, I've always been from Northeast New York, you know, New Jersey. And one day he says to me, he goes, you know what's really cool about you living up there? He goes, in the wintertime you have snow. I said, what? Cool. He goes, yeah. He goes, there is no snow in Hawaii. I said, so what, you want me to mail you some snow? He goes, could you? So what I did was, when it snowed, I actually went outside, took a snowball, made a snowball. I put it in a cup. I was going to mail it to him, see what happened. But next morning I went to the refrigerator, and the snowball melted. Oh. Yeah. I was going to go, and the snowball melted. I was going to put it in a box and mail it to him. I said, well, maybe I can still do that. You know, I'll put it here, I'll mail it to him, and when he can put it in his freezer and it'll freeze. But then I realized that my box was a little too small. So I said, okay, so how can I get this into the little box? And I looked around, and someone said, you realize that this is mostly air. And if you take the air out of it, it actually condenses, gets smaller. So I found this gadget. It was called a de-aerator. It takes the air out of things. And it's right here. And they said basically, if you basically pump the de-aerator, it'll take the air out. So I tried it. I went. And when I checked it out, it's like, looked the same. I said, let me see. So I took a smaller cup. And I poured it in here. And sure enough, it was less. I said, great. So now I'll pour that into the box. And when he gets it, he can freeze it up. And then I realized that it was still too much. I said, what if I take a little more air out? So I tried it again. I went, and I took a look at it. It still looked the same. So I said, let me see if I have another cup. I said, I do have another cup here. Yes. It's a little smaller. Give it a try. I was like, cool. And I think it's going to fit. So I'm going to pour this in here, mail it to him, and he can freeze it. But that's no fun. He has to freeze his own, snowball. Then I realized something. In the winter, we have hot cocoa, hot soup. And sometimes it's really too hot, right? So what do we do so we can drink it better? We cool it off. We blow on it. Someone said that's called winter breath. If you blow on something to cool it off, it's called winter breath. And we all have winter breath. Do you think if we all use our winter breath, we can freeze up the snowball? I'm going to count to three. When I count to three, I want everyone here to blow on that snowball. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. You think it worked? Let's take a look. Whoa. Wait a minute. We have a snowball. That snowball fits into the box. Hey. I can now mail the snowball down to Hawaii. My friend can see snow.